You will address me by my new name. I once worked for the second most toxic man I have ever known. This was a small business of him, the owner, myself and my long-suffering colleague. So he was in complete control with no one to report to. My boss was an absolute manchild who would launch into hours-long absolute fits of pants-soiling fury over the smallest inconvenience, and then as soon as his problem was solved would act frustrated and sulky that we weren't all celebrating his victory. He would have these tantrums several times a week. Our shop was on a high street. I felt bad for our business neighbors having to put up with it. It's only now years later I remember we had student flats above us as well. When my boss wasn't risking detonating his own nads into a fine red mist of rage, he was otherwise insufferable. He would also frequently get hyper and giddy and make fun of us, lost in a fit of giggles while calling us nonsense. Or he would decide that some new form of honor should be bestowed on him, like we should be made to call him Sir, or Master, or Darth. Seriously, imagine a man that has never in his life held a stick or pole without swinging it around making lightsaber noises. Once day he decides we are to call him Daddy Cool. We argue and resist an O for F's sake at him, but he is insistent that we are to all refer to him henceforth as Daddy Cool. I step away from the insanity to take my lunch in the basement.